It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Vault City have launched some beers into Tesco for 2025, autumn time 2025. I have reviewed the chocolate and dip strawberries, which I wasn't really a fan of, but you can have a look at the review on YouTube if you so wish. The winter berry crumble, which I actually liked. I thought that was pretty decent for a 6% ABV winter sort of Vault City beer. And now we're back with another Vault City beer, and this is their Toffee Nut Latte. It's an Imperial Stout at 11% ABV. With their stronger beers, Vault City have decided to put them in a sort of a narrow 330 milliliter Red Bull style can. And that kind of, whenever I see a thin Red Bull sized can from Vault City, I think, ooh, that indicates strength. I like strong beer. I'm not going to dodge the subject. I'm not going to run away from the fact that this time of year, when it's cold in the evenings, something like this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. But I hope so. I hope so. It's 11% ABV. It's an Imperial Stout. If you want me to talk about Imperial Stout later on the review, what does it mean and all this other stuff, then we'll talk about it briefly. But on the can opening, how much was this beer? This beer at 11% ABV would have been between, I would say, £4 and £4.50. But you can buy the beers on a 4 for 3 deal. Buy 3, you get your 4th free. So, there we go then. There's the can, here's the beer. If you listen carefully, it's got a little hiss to it. That head wants to dissipate quite quickly, but it was a one-finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the black glass, rocking it back and forth. Now this is interesting because if this was the chocolate dip strawberries or the winter berry crumble, it would be looking really, really thick and really, really decadent. But this actually looks, I would say, and behaving more like a stout or a porter from a regular brewery. If you have a look at the bottom of the glass, you can see, where is it? There was loads of it just now. There we go, there it all is there. Loads of sediment in the bottom of the glass. So it's a can conditioned beer. There's a little amount of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Let's get the aroma then. Oh, wow. Ooh. It smells like a Snickers bar. It smells like, are they called Mr. Tom? Mr. Tom peanut bars? Is that what they're called? Yeah, it smells like a Snickers or something. Really peanutty. I remember Thornbridge a few years ago brought out a peanut stout, and it was staggering. It was fantastic. Really, really good. I just named a brewery then in that sentence, staggeringly, and then it ended with good, staggeringly good. Oh, the aroma on this beer is just out of this world. Okay, it's not really bitter dark chocolate. I suppose it is in a way, if you really think about it. The thing is with this beer is it's dominated by the peanut. The nuts, it's so nutty. And then you get this sort of like shortbread biscuit aroma. And then you get a bit of sweet chocolate. A bit of sweet chocolate, not bitter sweet chocolate. A bit of. Then some caramel. Oh my goodness me, this smells amazing. And I gotta be honest with you, I do my reviews in batches. And I think I might have put this in the wrong order. I've left the even s'more death from Northern Monk until last. Yes, I'm reviewing 2 Imperial Stouts in one sitting. But this is an 8.4% ABV Imperial Stout, and I'm wondering if I've made a mistake here and I've opened up the wrong beer first. Anyway, the choice has been made. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, and for all that promise and for all that wonderful aroma. The aroma was wonderful. Oh, it's like the sweetness is burning my mouth. Oh, it's incredible. It's almost making my ears. Do you know when you get that kind of like, when you get to my age and you have something a little bit too sweet and your ears start buzzing because you've got high blood pressure, and you can almost feel the blood pressure building up in your head. It's like that. No, I've had one taste of this beer and I can almost hear my ears ringing already. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. For that build-up, for that massive build-up on the taste. The aroma was fantastic, and then the taste just let it down. Why do these breweries insist on adding so much sweetness to these beers? There's no need. There's no need. It's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Wait, just like, yeah, there's some toffee. It's nutty and peanutty, but I can't get past the eyeball bleeding sweetness in this beer. It's ridiculous. Now, we've been here before. The problem is, and I'm speaking hopefully somebody from Vault City watches this video. The problem is, Vault City, and of course the rest of my audience, whoever decides to watch this video, is that the people who decide to drink Imperial Stout drink it for the roasted malt, the bitterness, and the beer style. They want to drink something bitter. So you've just annoyed them, like you've just annoyed me with this beer, by producing something stupidly sweet that's, in my eyes, completely undrinkable. And I'm not going to drink it because that thing's going to blow me up one day. Something like this is going to make me go pop one day. I'm not prepared to do that anymore. Yeah, I eat McDonald's and I review crap and I drink loads of beer, but I'm being very careful now as to what beers. I'm drinking a lot more kind of proper ales, like malty, proper, sort of like bottled real ales again, because I've realised that these things are just sweet, syrupy messes of beers. So you've just grabbed that piece of the market, or you've just tried to grab that piece of the market, that Imperial Stout market, and then you've completely annoyed everybody who likes Imperial Stout. So you've lost that part of the market. And then, just say a Foster's drinker or a Carlin drinker decided to pick this up. They're not going to like it anyway. You're not going to convince them to drink an Imperial Stout by producing something like this, or to drink any dark beer, because that sort of the market drinks with their eyes anyway. They drink Foster's and Carlin because they don't want to taste anything. So the moment you introduce taste to something, a stout or an Imperial, they're not going to be interested. They might drink Guinness because they've been marketed at to death by it. They might feel like the peer pressure is enough that they might have a pint of Guinness. Do those people like drinking pints of Guinness? No, they don't. They're drinking it for the peer pressure. So you can't chase that end of the market because they're not interested. They never will be. So really, by producing something like this, you've produced it for nobody. You've produced this for nobody. Imperial Stout drinkers are not going to like this. Carling and Foster's drinkers are not going to like this anyway. You are barking up the wrong tree with this type of thing. If you at Vault City want to produce a proper Imperial Stout, produce it as a proper Imperial Stout for Imperial Stout drinkers. Cut out this nonsense, sugary, syrupy mess and concentrate on actual flipping roasted malt. I can't see a good ending to this situation with Vault. I just can't see. I know they rock up at beer festivals and they sell out by 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. I know, and they're all people in their early 20s, and they sell out there. I know that, but that's a very fickle end of the market. That's a very fickle. Those people will move on as they're not dedicated to you. They'll just move on at the moment somebody brings out a ginger gin or something, or if everybody starts drinking ginger gin, they'll just move on to drinking ginger or whatever the next thing is. I wouldn't like to be involved at any point with Vault City, because I can just see a massive car crash happening. I just can't see. I can't unless they realise that Imperial Stout drinkers do not want to be drinking this sweet, stupidly sweet drink. Then I can't give them any hope. I just can't give this any hope whatsoever. And that's a 0. That's a 0 out of 10. That's going straight down the sink because my ears are buzzing from my high blood pressure from 2 sips. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.